Hi students, welcome to our video classes. In the previous class we have learnt what are acids. What are acids? Acids are the substances which produce H plus ions in aqueous form. That means H plus ions, AQ or H3O plus ions. Then all the acids contains hydrogen. Then some other substances are also there which contains hydrogen. What are that other sub compounds contains hydrogen? For example, if we take glucose, its molecular formula is C6H12O6. That means in it hydrogen is there. Next to sucrose, in it also hydrogen is there. Alcohol, methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol, CH3OH, C2H5OH. These are the compounds which contains hydrogen. And all acids contain hydrogen. Then all the compounds containing hydrogen are acids. To know, let us perform an activity. No, all the compounds which contains hydrogen are not acids. To confirm this, let us perform a simple activity. For this activity, made a simple electrolytic cell. What is made? A simple electrolytic cell is made. What is that electrolytic cell? Already we know what is an electrolytic cell. For this, simply take a beaker, plastic beaker or glass beaker, and a rubber cork is taken. Insert 2 iron nails to the rubber cork. Take care, these iron nails are almost close to each other but that are not contact. That means they are separated by 1 centimeter apart. Like that, fix 2 iron nails. Fix 2 iron nails to this rubber cork and place the rubber cork in the beaker as shown in the figure. Take connecting wires. One wire is connected to one iron nail and the other is connected to another iron nail, and these two are connected to 6 volts battery. But don't connect to our power supply or inverter battery or battery eliminator. We have to use 6 volts battery or 9 volts battery. These two ends are connected to 6 volts battery with a switch and a bulb. That means here power supplier is battery, power utilizer is bulb. To close or to break the circuit, here switch is used. And is the circuit is closed, even we turn on the switch, the circuit is not closed. Why the circuit is not closed? These two iron nails are not contact with each other. And like that, made this electrolytic cell or voltmeter and prepare aqueous solutions of different substances. What are the aqueous solutions of different substances? Prepare aqueous solution of glucose, aqueous solution of sucrose, and sucrose means sugar, and aqueous solution of alcohol, methyl alcohol or ethyl alcohol, and aqueous solution of hydrochloric acid, aqueous solution of sulfuric acid, aqueous solution of nitric acid. Like that, prepare these solutions, different solutions that are acid solutions and sugar solution and alcohol solution. This electrolytic cell is ready and these solutions are also ready. Pour any solution, that means first pour aqueous solution of hydrochloric acid in the beaker such that the 2 iron nails, that what we call as electrodes, are immersed in this aqueous solution of hydrochloric acid. Turn on the switch. Observe, is the bulb glows or not? Yes, in the case of this aqueous solution of hydrochloric acid, the bulb glows. Why the bulb glows? That means here the charge carriers are present. It means this aqueous solution of hydrochloric acid conducts electricity. It is called as liquid. It acts as liquid conductor or electrolyte. Okay, how it acts as electrolyte? We know in the presence of water, this hydrochloric acid HCl splits into H plus ions AQ and Cl minus ions. These ions carry the charge from one terminal to another terminal. That means one electrode to another electrode. That's why the bulb glows. Okay, and repeat the same activity with other solutions. Okay, repeat the same activity with sulfuric acid solution, aqueous solution of sulfuric acid, and aqueous solution of nitric acid. In the case of aqueous solution of hydrochloric acid, aqueous solution of sulfuric acid, and aqueous solution of nitric acid, the bulb glows with high intensity. Okay, but whenever we change this electrolyte, that means liquid, first clean and wipe the beaker and electrodes and again repeat the activity with other solution. And after conducting the activity with the acid solutions, then clean the beaker, wipe the electrodes, clean and wipe the electrodes and beaker, pour alcohol solution or glucose solution. Even we turn on the switch and the battery is not exhausted, but the bulb doesn't glow in the case of glucose solution. Observe this in this diagram. In the case of glucose solution, the bulb doesn't glow. Why the bulb doesn't glow in the case of glucose solution? That means here this glucose doesn't splits into its respective ions. This glucose means aqueous solution of glucose. What is the molecular formula for glucose? C6H12O6. This C6H12O6 molecules remains as C6H12O6 molecules. That means these are not ionized. These molecules are not split into its respective ions in the presence of water molecules. But in the case of acids, that splits into its respective ions, and that ions are responsible to carry the charge. But in the case of glucose solution or alcohol solution, the bulb doesn't glow. Why the bulb doesn't glow? Means it doesn't splits into its respective ions. Means charge carriers are not present. That's why the bulb doesn't glow. From this, we can say clearly all the compounds which contains hydrogen are not categorized as acids. Why? Already we know the definition of acids. Simply, what are acids? Acids are the substances which produce H plus ions in aqueous form. They produce H plus ions in aqueous form, means that ions carry the charge. But in the case of glucose solution or alcohol solution, these are not ionized. That means H plus ions are not produced. Even hydrogen is present in its molecule as one of the component. But these are not splitted. That means H plus ions are not produced. That's why from this experiment we understand clearly all the compounds which contains hydrogen are not categorized as acids. Okay, then about the strong acids and weak acids. Already we have learnt about the strong acids and weak acids. Simply, what are strong acids? Metal acids are strong acids and organic acids are weak acids. Like that we have learnt. But based on ionization, what is meant by ionization? The splitting of a molecule into its respective ions. That is called as ionization. For example, if we take pure distilled water in this beaker, is the bulb glows? No, the bulb doesn't glow in the case of distilled water. Distilled water means any salts are not present. It doesn't split into its respective ions. That means charge carriers are not present. Due to the absence of charge carriers, the bulb doesn't glow. That means it is not ionized. Like that. And if we take drinking water or rainwater, in the case of rainwater or drinking water, the bulb glows. Man, that means in it some salts are present. These salts splits into its respective ions and ions carry the charge. That's why the bulb glows. Okay, that is called simply ionization. Simply, what is meant by ionization? The splitting of a molecule into its respective ions. That is called as ionization. Based on ionization, these acids are classified into two categories, that are strong acids and weak acids. Then what are strong acids and what are weak acids? Strong acid means simply, already we have learned metal acids are strong acids. What are that metal acids? Hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid. These are metal acids. These are strong acids. Why? These are completely ionized. That means if the ionization extent is 100%, that means, for example, if 1 million HCl molecules are there in its aqueous solution, all the 1 million HCl molecules are ionized into its respective ions. That means its ionization extent is 100%. If the ionization extent is 100%, then it is called strong acid. That means it produces more H plus ions. Okay, if its ionization extent is high, means how many H plus ions produced? Large amount of hydrogen ions, H plus ions AQ or H3O plus ions, hydronium ions are produced. Then it is called as strong acid. Then how can you express it is a strong acid? Whenever we perform this activity with this strong acid, the bulb glows with high intensity. Bulb glows with high intensity means more number of charge carriers are present, means large amount of hydrogen ions. How this large amount of hydrogen ions are present in that solution? Whenever it is completely ionized. That's why like that are strong acids. Then weak acids. Okay, that means the strong acids are also called as electrolytes, strong electrolytes. Why these strong acids are called as strong electrolytes? Electrolyte means a liquid substance through which the electricity passes, that is called as an electrolyte. The bulb glows with high intensity means more number of charge carriers are present, its conductivity is high, that's why it is also called as a strong electrolyte. That's why all strong acids are strong electrolytes. Then weak acids. If an acid is partially ionized means less than 100%. Less than 100% means, for example, if 1000 molecules are there in that solution, actually not on 1000, assume like this. If 1000 molecules are present, 990 molecules are ionized. That means 10 molecules are not ionized. If 10 molecules are not ionized, it means is this ionization extent is 100%? No, that is less than 100%. Like that, if that ionization extent is less than 100%, then that is called as weak acid. In the case of that weak acid, the bulb glows. That means charge carriers are present, but that bulb glows dully. Okay, that means with low intensity, with dim light. We observed dim light. That means in which case we observe dim light, that means that is weak electrolyte. Weak electrolyte means its ionization extent is less than 100%. Then that is called as weak acid. Examples of weak acids are acetic acid, carbonic acid, sulfurous acid. These are the weak acids. For example, in the case of acetic acid, this acetic acid splits into CH3, CH3, C plus and CH3, C plus and COO minus ions. But all are not ionized. That means between ionized and unionized atoms, equilibrium is attained in the case of weak acids. Okay, but in the case of strong acids, there is no equilibrium. How many molecules are present in the solution? Totally all that are ionized. But in the weak acids, between ionized and unionized atoms, equilibrium is attained. Some are remain as unionized atoms. That's why it is weak electrolyte. In this manner, all the acids are classified into two categories: strong acids and weak acids, based on ionization. Okay, now but not based on concentration. Okay, based on concentration means that is metal acids, organic acid, but based on ionization, these are strong acids and weak acids. These are the properties of acids. In the next class, we will learn about the properties of bases. Thank you.